Hey people, listen, how you doing? I see you out there. Hey Lisa, I see you out there. Kimberly, I see you. Listen, guys, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate it. We're here. We're going to get into this, okay? We're going to get into this. Married to Medicine. I really thought this was a really good, interesting episode. I had a lot of fun. It was a couple of laughs. You know, in Contessa and Heavenly. They just can't seem to get it together. Thanks, guys, for coming through. Hey, my buddy, in the chat today. Well, I'm gonna miss you, but I gotta do this. We gotta do this. We gotta get this in, okay? So hold on one second. I'm gonna bring Sebastian in the building. Hey, Curves. Okay, so you guys are here. Hey, Heavenly Angels. Heavenly Angels are in the building.
Yes, we are.
Yes, yes. Oh, New York in the house. Hey, Sonia. Hey, S Lover. Listen, guys, thank you for coming through. So let's talk about this Married to Medicine, right? They said this is called the old shot episode, right? So Quad and the nephew, I gotta give it to them. This nephew is he touched my heart. I'm in love with him. Okay. He's a cutie pie. And I think it's always nice when a family member steps in to help, another family member out. And so I know that her brother unfortunately passed. And, this could be a conversation. Hey, Royer.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Happy
Hey,
Angels are in the building.
the whole crew is here.
What's up,
Listen,
fam?
I think it's always nice when, a family member will step in and help another family member. I mean, Quad is doing an amazing thing here. Unfortunately, her brother passed. You know what I would like to know, just because I'm nosy? I would like to know, like, what's up with the mom? I thought the mom, when the brother was still alive, I thought the mom was involved in the care of her son, but I don't know. It's just
She gave up her
interesting.
rights.
Oh, she
She,
did?
she must have, because there's no way the law would allow Quad to take care of that child without the mother giving up the rights.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I'm just
She
wondering,
could
like,
have
how.
temporary custody. She could have temporary custody. They could have
Mhm.
joint custody. There's different types of custody that she could have, and the mom still have rights to the child.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
she may have temporary custody.
Yeah, because sometimes if the parent isn't there, it depends on where the mom was when
Hmm.
the dad died. If the mom was nowhere like in the state or anything, and then to stop the child from going to foster care, if somebody else stepped in, they could apply for emergency guardianship. I just had to go through this.
Hmm.
And so the emergency guardianship takes effect within 2 weeks and lasts until somebody challenges it. So she could very well be, who knows what the mom is doing, but I was wondering the same thing,
But
Diva.
Yeah.
curves. If she doesn't challenge it, if no one challenges it, won't it the law guarantee Quad as the guardian after?
Yeah, after that, yes. If it goes
Hmm.
unchallenged, then she can go through steps to become the permanent legal guardian. Yes.
But I also seen an interview, I think it was with I believe, and she was saying that his mom is still present in his life, and she actually moved to Georgia, I believe.
Oh,
It's just
Oh,
a better fit for him to live with Quad. I think to be just in better school systems, just to have a
a
better
different
life with
life.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
that's what I
That's
took from it.
nice.
do you
That
guys
that
think,
is. Go
do
ahead.
you think that next season we might see the wife, the mom on in one of those 500
Yes.
square feet bedrooms? Because she got 1,400 square feet, y'all. She got
I
14,000 rather. She
I
It's
got
want
to
to
too
say in
much.
that
move
I
in.
want to say in that interview that Quad said that the mom will actually kind of pop in this season.
Huh?
I believe that's what she said. I have to go back and watch it. But if you look it up on I did believe it was an interview with Quad, just talking about season 9. So you can try to go check it out on YouTube.
Well,
Well,
listen,
I'm
thanks
gonna
for
go
the
check that
info.
out, darling. You know how she's always talking, darling. I'm gonna go check that out.
Yes, he keeps Quad on her toes, and her mom needs a piece of her son. Yeah, you know what? I do agree with you on that. So I think it's a nice family dynamic. I like seeing the nephew. He is adorable, right?
Isn't he too
So
cute?
we
He's
we, we gotta
very
get to. Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
Rodney Allen Ripple. Google him, everybody, right now. Let's get him trending. Rodney Allen Ripple. I mean, this little boy is like his reincarnation practically. Rodney Allen Ripple is a Black actor from the back in the day, a little boy, and he was so personable. And oh my gosh, he was. You guys
All
know
right, you
what
gotta type the name
like
in the chat. You gotta
1977.
type the name in the chat.
Okay, I'll put it in there.
Put it in the chat and I'm gonna look it up later. Okay, so Anila and Dr. Karen, I like them together. I actually like them as an addition to the show. They bringing me exactly what I need, right? Not too much, not too little. They're doing this reality TV thing right. I like them. I'm giving them a 10, right? So the parents are coming. Anila parents are coming, and he said in their tradition, usually the husband's parents come to stay with them, not the wives. So he did some 10 commandments. He made some rules. Tell them wash your hands, mind your business, knock on doors before you come in. Okay. Don't tell us how to parent the kids, because God loved the parents, but the parents will get all up in your business even when they're not living in the house. So imagine them living in the house telling you, no, let your kid do this, don't do that. I wasn't mad at him for the rules, and he put them in a little frame. Okay. And just in case they didn't understand, he wrote the rules in English and what is it, Hindi? Yeah, he wrote it in both languages. Okay. So there we have it. They got some rules. So what did you think about the rules, Royer?
I thought it was very interesting. I'm super excited to see how I was excited to see how it was gonna go over once everybody came together and everything. So once we get to that scene, we'll talk about it. But I just thought it was funny. I think that her parents have done them like that before. Cause I think she was saying, either one of them were saying, we should do it the same way they wrote it out in when we were with them, thou shalt, da 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 da. So I thought it was just real funny.
Oh, they lived with them. They sure did say
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
They must
So
have
I
lived
just
with them
thought that was
before.
real funny. And like you
Yeah.
said, Anila and Karen, they're doing this reality TV thing, right? Like you said last week, I love how they kind of they came in, they have little issues, they're able to smooth it over easily and keep rolling with the punches. I think they're good reality TV. I enjoy them as a couple. It was a good addition, a good
I
addition.
feel that same way too. Don, you in the building. What's going on? What do you think about Dr. Karen and Anila?
Well, Dr. Karen and Anila, they're giving me the comic relief I need this season because Dr. Heavenly is tied up in this foolishness. So every time I see them two together, I'm laughing. And just as fast as Anila's parents came in that door and her mom ripped those rules up, she would have had her luggage back out those doors and had an Uber waiting on her. Because if you can't respect my rules in my house, you got to go. She walked into his bedroom, their bedroom, the first door, the second door, and then where he was taking a shower, and she had no remorse for it. I was like, this lady got to go. She got to go.
Well, she's gonna prove to be too much because I don't think Anila was happy when she told her age. Okay, because Anila looks good because I think the mom said she was 48 or something like that, or 45 or whatever. But Anila looks good, but the mom won't even let her get her, her stuff rejuvenated. The mom is going to be a pill.
She's 43.
Okay?
She's 43. Yeah.
She's 43. But she looks good. She looks really good.
She looks younger than that, actually. I thought she was in her 30s.
I did too, Sebastian. So while you speaking, Sebastian, what do you think about Anila and Dr. Karen?
I'm actually mad at Anila and Kiran. I mean, Anila mostly. Like, why did you have to bring your mother to this house? Like, you really could not take care of these kids? Like, what was so difficult to take care of these kids?
She can't handle it. She had Miss Gomez. She darn near had them since birth.
Look, Sebastian, you seen how her room looked in Vegas. She got to have some help.
Oh yes, that room was a disaster. Anila needs help. Yeah, she needs help. She needs help. And listen, she's not going to be a Toya. Right, she's not going to be a Toya and spend up all the money. So the parents are free labor, and they just got to give them a room and feed them. So she's doing the best she can right now.
She ain't doing the best she can do. She lazy.
Yes.
That woman
Yes.
lazy. All she want to do is pop that bottle open and drink and get dressed and go to parties. She don't care. She could do her blogging while the children in school and get her washing done and her house clean and whatever she got to do by the time the children get out of school. She's full of it. She just lazy.
She lazy. Wait,
Exactly.
wait, hold on one second. See, you think Anila is nasty? He's not nasty. I don't think Anila is nasty.
No,
Not an
Yeah.
airhead.
I love Anila.
I know her mama is. Her mama just spills stuff on the floor and throws stuff everywhere and don't care about
She
picking
did
it up.
not
The
Oh,
clean it
wait,
husband
up.
wait,
said
She
that.
wait,
sure did.
wait.
The
I
husband
missed
said
that.
that.
Ken, do you mean nasty as in dirty? Yeah, yeah, that
Oh,
room was
nasty
disgusting.
because she peed
I
on herself.
read it wrong. I read it wrong. The room was disgusting. Yes, yes, she is a little lazy. Okay. Yeah, she got a little. Yeah, she's a little messy. She's a little lazy. She's a little nasty. But I thought the rules were cute, and I really do like them together.
I do
I
too.
like them a lot.
I
So
But that
we
that mom that
I
mom is
like.
going to be a hot mess.
I
Yep.
think
And
that
he gonna throw her out. He
I
gonna throw
would.
her out.
I don't, and I can't say that I blame him either,
Me neither.
because she's
I'm
going to be
glad
a
we put
hot
the
mess.
rules down.
Do you
And it's,
think the mom going into all those doors, she had, like he said, she had to get through like 3 doors to get to what she was looking for. You think she looking for what Toya was checking?
Ooh.
oh, don't do that.
She had
Don't
to
do
get
that
the
with
water
mama.
running. She
Don't
had
do
to
that,
get the
mama.
water running. But I love her mom. She's comic relief. She was comic relief last season at the color party when they were throwing the colors on the people and everything. And I kept
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
wondering, why wasn't she moved in already? Because she said some things last year during construction that had me believing that one of the rooms was hers. So I'm
Yep.
thinking that these rules are just like a byproduct of what Anila already saw as the future. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Curves. Hey,
Diva, did you
Curves.
see
I knew that
Tabitha's
was
comment?
Curves.
Huh?
Yeah.
You see
It was
Tabitha's
Okay.
comment?
What she said? Okay. Anila took from her mama apple. Don't fall far
Uh,
from the tree. You know what the mom was a hot mess. Remember when the mom first came? Yes, the mom was a hot mess. And
not
she's
that
right. The
one,
apple
Diva.
don't fall far from the tree. Yeah,
Not
Paula.
that one.
Oh, come on, DB. Y'all saying mama was trying to check on Dr. Karen's stuff? Don't
She
do that.
heard the water running. She heard the water running.
and
That's all.
why does she
Maybe
go through
she thought
certain
Anila
doors?
was in the shower.
And if you go
Huh?
through all those doors, now you can hear
You know
shouting.
something's going on. She was peeking. She was peeking, making sure her daughter's getting satisfied. That's all.
She was curious.
She
She's just
wanted to
too
check.
nosy.
She
That's the
wanted to make sure
problem.
her daughter was going to be happy for real, for the rest of her life. She just wanted to
Yeah.
double check, make sure her
Yeah.
daughter was going to be good.
Just check.
Listen, so Toya and the boys, right? What are we going to do with Toya? Because I think Toya just simply doesn't get it. Okay.
Toya,
So
needs to go get
but
some help.
I will say this: what happened with the boys at the birthday party? Well, the one son, right?
Horrible.
At the birthday party was horrible. But
Mhm.
see, I'm telling you, I'm not one. I don't think there's no reason for a sleepover. That's just my opinion.
Right.
No, you can go to the birthday party and then you're coming home. My
Yeah,
son
we
was
didn't do
so
that.
mad one time when he was little. He was like, "It's a sleepover. Everybody's bringing their sleeping bag." I said, "No, you can go for the party, and I'll see you at 9 o'clock." I'm sorry. There's no need for you to spend the night.
Literally, yes.
It's no need. And it's for these exact reasons right here. It's the birthday gift was missing, and they accused her son. A whole hot mess. My son would have never spent the night there. That's just my take on it. I don't know. Angel Eyes, how did you feel about that scene where the Toya son was accused of spilling the gift?
You know me.
Well, I am personally with you. My child would have never spent the night. Never. My mom was not a big fan of us spending the night. Now, my mother was a teacher. My mom would be like, "No, I know what goes on over here. I know who I am. Now if they won't come spend the night here, okay. But you ain't spending the night there. Know that." So no, nah, he wouldn't be spending no night.
Yeah, I wouldn't have did it either. Toria, what did you think about that scene?
I agree. I agree with you. When my son was smaller, no sleepovers. I always was the parent that had the little Easter egg hunts and the little parties at my house, the Halloween parties and all that for the kids. But I never let him do a sleepover. No sleepovers. Nope, nope, nope. Not having it. I
Yeah,
know what goes on in my house, but I don't know what goes on in other people's house because people can give you a facade all day long on the outside, but until you cross into their doors and really, really know them, you don't know what they do behind them closed doors. Nope, my child wasn't going over nobody's house.
yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, Juanita, this sleepover and the accusation that the one little son took the gift, the birthday gift.
Well, I didn't like the part about them accusing him taking the birthday gift. Now, we have custody of my grandsons, and they're both athletes. So, they're a minority in the school. But we have most of the football team to come over to our house. And like you said, yes, they could stay, but then I can go upstairs and I'm able to see, what's going on up there. I know who's in my house and I know what's going on, upstairs. But as far as I'm not really too big on spending the night at somebody else's house. I don't know. It just
It's not necessary. It's not necessary. I think we need to kill the sleepovers for 18 and under. Why do you have to have a sleepover party? No, you come over, you get the chicken, you get the pizza, you get some juice. You see us open the birthday gifts, and then you go home. That's it. Bye. Yeah, it was a whole hot mess. It was terrible. Okay. So right.
I gotta admit.
Go ahead.
When I had a sleepover one time with 36 friends. We had to get the school bus from school so that they could all come to my house and sleep over. So like, I feel like sleepovers are good if you like know the people or something like that. Like we all went to church together. So it was kind of like that. But present day 2022, considering what happened in 2018 to Tamala Horsford, when she went to that slumber party where she was one of 7 people there. And she was the only one that ended up dead on the bottom of the patio. And all the ladies were like, I don't know how that happened. And she was the only Black lady at the party. And all the white ladies left before they called the police. It's Tamala. Here, I just put her in the freaking private thing. True story, 2018. So if grown-ups can't have sleepovers nowadays, then my kid can't either. You know what I'm saying? So it's way different from when I could have 36 friends over. And we would
I gotta look that up. I didn't hear about that.
I didn't hear about that either.
It's a true story. It's a true story. And now 7 people were there. She went to a slumber party. There's a picture of them all on the couch sipping hot chocolate. Husbands were in the other room. She had like defensive wounds and things that showed like she struggled. And she ended up with a broke neck at the bottom of the freaking patio. And all of the ladies were like, I don't know how that happened.
You mean that was an adult sleepover?
Yes.
What?
And all of the ladies were like, I don't know how that happened. And to this day, they haven't arrested none of them.
Oh, wow.
And they won't because they're white.
That is insane.
So
no sleepovers.
That's sad. That don't make no sense. And it's a shame. It is so many unsolved missing Black people, women in this country that it just makes me angry every time I see another one. And they do absolutely nothing about it because they don't care. They don't. Just like when my son was murdered. Just like when my son was murdered in 2004.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I had the neighbors tell me, come to the funeral and tell me the people whose house he got killed in the block. They didn't even know him, but they, people come out to see what's going on. And they said the police was out there saying, oh, it's just another N we don't have to worry about.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's maddening.
Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry about that.
So sorry.
I'm sorry, Toya.
This makes me so angry. I watch the news too much anyway. My husband says that all the time. But I just get mad when I only see, like, maybe on the weekend when or Joy Reid or something might bring up a story about a missing black woman or something to do with, black issues, because nobody else does. The mainstream media don't tell you nothing. I
Right.
follow a lot of different states and stuff news, trying to see is anybody doing anything about these missing black women. I mean, it is so many.
So
But
many.
let a white woman get her
Oh,
purse taken. That's breaking news.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right, let's
Breaking
reel it.
news.
Let's reel it back in for 1 second, guys. I know it's an important concept. I don't want to go too far off track.
Right,
Sorry, I
right.
didn't
Sorry
know
about
that
that.
about your son. I really do. My condolences. It's it's just devastating. Um, and I do think like you said, I gotta look up that story with the adults in the sleepover, but that is just tragic. That's
Yes.
It is.
unbelievable. But as you stated, see, sleepovers is a very high level responsibility. I
It
also
is.
really didn't like parties where you got to do this, especially when you're doing a party at these different venues, because you're paying per head, right? So it was easier if the parents drop off their kid and come back, because if they didn't, then you got to feed the kids and you got to feed the parents. It could turn out to be a whole lot. So, but I don't mind at the venue, because listen, at 5 o'clock this party over, be here quarter to 4, a quarter to 5 to get your kid, okay? But spending the night to me is a whole nother level, because you really got to watch these kids, and you're going to stay up all night to watch some kids. You I don't think that's what happens at most of these sleepovers. But Don, I want you to jump in this conversation. What do you think about this sleepover? And unfortunately, Toya's son being accused of stealing the gift.
Yeah, I think it was. Mm, I hate to say it this way, but he was going to either learn it early or later.
Mm,
He was going to learn this lesson in elementary or in the dorms when he got to college. It
mm.
it was going to happen. So it's a tough pill to swallow, but sorry to say that, but it was going to happen. But what I didn't like that Toya blamed Eugene.
Oh, Don, you better talk.
Can we go ahead and talk about it? I almost forgot
Talk
about that.
now.
Go ahead,
She
continue. Yeah.
she blamed Eugene for this boy first, I guess, being at a sleepover because him working for his family
To help
10,
support
11
her.
hours. And, you know, and
Don, you
then
forgot something. You said 10, 11 hours. 10, 11 hours a day.
a
A day.
day,
Every
a
day.
day, every day, and her going away for the weekend, she's blaming him for
Mm-hmm.
that. So, I heard there was a YouTuber that said, that everyone has controversy over, that said there was trouble in paradise. And we're seeing it bit by bit. But y'all can move on.
No, we have seen it. I forgot. Thanks for bringing that up, because she's I don't okay. I'm just gonna say she's not a good wife.
No,
Um, she's not a good wife,
Not
right?
no.
When
She's
you
horrible.
she's horrible.
Horrible.
First of all, the finances, that the way the financial binds, and even though they both have a part in this, but the financial binds that she gets them in, the fact that she's talking and acting as if like this man is not in the struggle right now, I really think C-19, the pandemic, it traumatized him. He was
Hmm.
an
Hmm.
ER, he's an ER doctor. Listen, the
Right.
people that worked on the floors in the hospital saw more people, go. It's hard to find the words to use when you're on YouTube, but you understand what I'm trying to say.
Hmm.
You see more people go. Like as a nurse, unless you do the ICUs or the emergency rooms, you're not seeing people go on a regular basis. And maybe in the oncology units, you will, right? But on a regular basis, people come in and they go home, right? Or maybe they go to a rehab or something. But you're not seeing on a regular basis people just their demise, right? But
Hmm.
during the pandemic, these nurses and doctors were seeing every single day someone go. That's
Just
going to have a
checking out.
major impact on your life, especially him in the emergency room. And this chick is still oblivious to everything. And then she accused him. He got pissed off in the confessional because he was like, you acting like I don't see my kids, like I'm not into my kids. Like, what? She's disrespectful, out of line, out of pocket. I'm over her. And yeah, somebody says she's extremely
And
selfish. Yes, she
Yes.
is, Lover. Go
Yes,
ahead,
she is.
Toya.
And let's talk about how. So let's just break this whole thing down. Because, first of all, you're out of town and you're going to allow your child to go somewhere.
Exactly.
But these are all the years that you stayed home for so that things like this wouldn't happen. But you're out of town and allowing a child to go to someone else's house while probably Eugene was at work. So that means there was nobody there who was in an emergency who would have been able to go get this child. God forbid they would have called the police because, we just in that day and age. Anything could have happened. And then for her, like you said, to turn around and blame Eugene as if Eugene don't be cooking on a regular basis. We see this on TV now.
Right.
As if Eugene doesn't
Right.
cook, as if he doesn't help them with the homework when she can't help them, as if he not working 100 hours a week so that he can provide the lifestyle that she continues to throw out of the window every week, as I said last week. It's ridiculousness, and we tired of the disrespect that Toya continues to give Eugene. Just completely disrespectful.
Seems like she's gotten worse this year.
Yes.
I mean,
It does.
I used
Yep,
to like
you're
her,
right.
but she's just getting
You're
on my nerve
absolutely right.
with the disrespect of Eugene, the way that she disrespects him, and the way that she spends money. I mean, you see this man working his butt off. You at home doing nothing. And you steadily spending, trying to keep up. What she's doing is trying to keep up with the Joneses. Well, in some of the Joneses'
But the
houses,
Joneses don't spend that money.
they got two doctors. There's two people who are doctors in one household, or well, more than one. So you can't keep up with that.
But then again, the Joneses are not even spending that much money that she's spending.
Who are the
Let's be real.
Joneses? Who are the Joneses?
It's just a figure of speech.
It's just a saying.
It's
But
just
you
a
know what?
figure of speech.
It's the Joneses, it's their cousins, it's their friends. She's trying to just keep up with everybody. But my thing is, give your husband a break, girl.
And it was just the way that she belittles him. Like, you talking down to this man like you the one bringing in the bacon on a regular basis and he just sitting around not doing nothing. Like,
Toya. There's the comment right there. Toya doesn't act like a wife. She acts like a side piece.
Yeah, well, there you have it.
Exactly.
That's the comment right there.
When that man comes home from work, she should have his dinner cooked, his bath drawn for him, his pajamas or whatever he's gonna wear to bed out. She should be loving on that man and appreciating that man. She don't. And if he gets somebody else and kicks her to the curb, I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't either.
She would pass all the way out. I promise
But
you
then
that.
again,
I don't think there's too many men that are going to deal with those shenanigans there.
Let me tell you something.
You could love your spouse, but I mean, God. So she's another one. Well, is there anything that this man can do right for you? Because you complain about everything. He doesn't help you. If I was staying home, now if we both was going out there working, then we got to figure this thing out. Tag, you're it. Tonight you do the homework. Tomorrow I do the homework.
Right.
But if I'm staying home Monday through Friday and I can't help my kids do some homework, I mean, good gosh. Are you serious right now?
She in Vegas talking about her man parts, knowing that them women going to go back and tell their husbands and it's going to get back to Eugene. How is she going to do that?
Knowing that there were cameras rolling. What about that? She knew that there were cameras rolling. Okay.
Right.
And she still consistently, since the biscuit, y'all, since she threw the biscuit at him that year, y'all.
Yeah.
Consistently doing this.
And she's dinging, but I know she's not stupid. She can't be that stupid.
She's not stupid. I don't think she's stupid. I think she's warped. She's in her own. This makes perfect sense to Toya. This makes perfect sense. Nobody can talk her out of it. And as long as Eugene is complicit, he's gonna can stay in the situation. But she could have a new tagline. It could be coveting, complaining, and cocktails with Toya.
Yep, that's a good one.
That
Yeah.
curve is so much
That's a
Not
good
good.
one.
But
That's a
but
good
this
one.
is
You
but
do
this
gotta
is
see,
but this
she ran
here
her
is
down. Go ahead,
but
Don.
but this here is where I have to give it up to Heavenly when she says, "I don't disrespect y'all husbands the way you do,"
Mm,
Right.
because this woman has not talked about her husband's penis not once, not twice,
Mm-hmm.
but 3 times on this show. She
yeah,
has embarrassed this man's penis size
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
3 times on this show.
And not just the penis size, but the contents of the sack. She's like, you got 2% tails, or whatever she said that
Mm-hmm.
time.
Someone needs to talk to. Have we ever seen Toya's mom on the show?
I
Yes,
haven't.
yes.
We did.
This was ooh.
Was Mariah on when we saw her mom?
I want to say yes. Her mom is I hate to be light skinned. She's light skinned, kind of.
Really? I don't remember seeing
Yes.
her
Her
mom.
mom and her dad came on. It was on the same season.
Really?
And I want to say Eugene and Herbert had just moved again, so that wouldn't bring up anything new. Oh man, you have to go back and watch. I want to say maybe try season 3 or 4 around there, if you're interested.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because I mean, so the parents are married. I just don't get her. It's shocking to me. And I
No,
mean, I thought,
her
They're
parents
married
are
to other
divorced.
people. Yeah, her
oh, they're
parents are
Parents are
divorced, but
divorced.
her
divorced.
mom is
Remember
still married. Her
one
mom
Oh,
married someone else.
episode, she said that she was upset with her father because he had so many women, and
Hmm
she would be the one who had to be covering for him and all. So
That was
mm.
the episode that her parents both came on. The mom came in one day, and then the dad came on another day,
right, and
something like that. Yeah.
she was just tired of doing that, and she just couldn't stand doing that. So I don't know. She might need therapy. I wonder if that have anything to do with her degrading
Well,
Eugene.
they all need therapy now.
Oh
Right.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, you got that right. Yeah.
Even my Dr.
Uh,
Heavenly needs some
You
therapy.
know,
as,
I'll
as,
say it.
as
I'll
my
say it.
pastor say, all of us got a little something wrong with us.
Right?
That's
I
right.
got a
yeah,
vice.
yeah, we do. But I mean, the fact that you don't see anything wrong with the way you talk to your husband. Like I just don't get it. But
Well, I think Diva, because it's been allowed for so long. I
well, that's
mean,
true.
we've been watching it for 9 years,
Well,
so
that's true.
hey,
That's
this
And
is
true.
their
every
normal.
season, and she does this
You said it
every
right
year.
there, right? And they say we teach people how to treat us. So
hmm
she has he allowed it. So he got it.
hmm
But you know what though? You can tell now he's tired. He's
He's
over her.
tired.
Mm-hmm.
He-
Eugene looks so. This is the first time that I've seen Eugene in this way in all the seasons. He looks so just done.
He looks
yeah.
Like
unhappy.
he's very short in the scenes, you can
Mm-hmm.
tell. He's very short in the confessionals. You can even tell the tension in the confessionals with him and Toya. It's just not the same.
Well,
He's
you
And
can
I,
just look at his, you can
yeah,
just look at his face and just tell he's unhappy.
yeah, you can see the
He
yeah,
looks just like
he's
depression.
the way
defeated.
he, was at the beginning of the season. He looks like he's just unhappy.
Oh yeah, you know what I do remember that. Remember that season when Toya sat on Curtis' lap? The season that Curtis was cheating, right? Or
Yeah.
accused of
Yeah.
cheating. Yeah. Toya got issues. She's gonna lose her husband and then she's gonna be done because who's gonna bail her out of those financial binds she gets herself in? It's gonna be a hot mess. But she better pull it together fast. Somebody mentioned that Dr. Heavenly respects Dr. Damon. I will say yes, but Dr. Heavenly gets a little bit too. Everything in the confessionals is sexual with her, but we'll move on. We'll carry on. Okay. So everything. So Dr. Heavenly goes see Dr. Jackie, and I am feeling for Dr. Heavenly because her mom is going in hospice. So she's dealing with her mom transitioning, and I know that's a lot. And when Dr. Heavenly went to see Dr. Jackie, Dr. Jackie told her about this shot party that they're gonna have, which is gonna be, which was interesting. But Heavenly, she got a little heartstring pull for me because it's her mom. And I know it's not easy. Yes, I did give her some compassion for this episode because I know it's not easy. Oh, you're welcome. You're Heavenly Angels. You're welcome. Okay. So I gave Heavenly some compassion. So Anila, she's another one. We're gonna put her in that bucket of, luckily she married a doctor. I thought the confessional was cute again when he said that she doesn't know math. She said, "Yes, I do." And
I rewound that. It was hilarious.
That was
what was the problem, Diva? What was the problem?
Okay, 6 minus 2 equals 5.
No, 4.
She was like, I do know math. I do know math. He said, what's really 6 minus 2? She said 5. No, I need 4. Yeah.
And the look on Kiran's face when she said that said everything. He was like, exactly.
That's why I think they are so cool together. I think he is super cool. I really, really do love him. And for the first time in a long time, Bravo got it right, okay, by bringing that particular couple on. So I do enjoy them a lot. Trisha, thank you so much for the super stick. I truly appreciate it. So yes. They're a really cute couple, and I'm loving them, right? And I love the way that the parents reacted to the rules. So we got to get to this couple's dinner at Simone's house. It was an epic fail. But she tried. The chef was in the building. Dr. Heavenly and Daddy was there, and Daddy came from work. Listen, these are doctors that are truly still working. Okay, because he came in his scrubs, but he showed up for Heavenly, right? So Simone and Cecil was hosting the dinner. Okay, Contessa and Scott came. And Contessa got to get herself together because she did see her trainer early in the episode, and he was like, you know what, you look like you had fun in Vegas. You was eating a lot, so now you got to get this thing together. Okay. See, Dr. Heavenly, she likes to throw a little shade because when she walked in, she told Contessa, I don't know who is that. We hearing a lot of feedback, right? When she walked in, she told Contessa, "We're here to give you marriage advice." And that set Contessa off from the door. Okay. So Cecil and Simone said they need help with the chapter, the name of the book, the title. They just want everybody to write this book for them. I mean, they could come over here. We could write it for them, right? Okay. So Cecil had a cute little joke. He said, we need y'all to sign an NDA. Okay. Shut your mouth. Now, this whole thing with Dr. Daddy Damon speaking, I was confused on the route he was going because he did seem like he was throwing Heavenly under the bus because everything he was saying, that's what Heavenly does, right? But what I did like that he said is that he really wished that Dr. Contessa and Heavenly just get their little stuff together. Dr. Contessa, she misread the whole situation. Because I was like, wow, calm yourself down. What was the need for her to say that both of them had the same credentials? Listen, this is a situation here. This ain't got nothing to do with doctor to doctor. Girl, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah,
she has her demons. She has her demons.
You said Contessa has her demons? And then, but her and yet again, Dr. Heavenly and Contessa get into it. Dr. Heavenly told Contessa to shut up and let Daddy speak. Dr. Damon got pissed and he left his good old food at that table and he left the building. He was out. He was like, I'm done. He said, I told you, Heavenly, like, stop it. Like, just be quiet for a minute. Because I think sometimes when you know that you already got a disagreement with somebody, at some point you got to say, you know what, somebody got to be the bigger one and say, I'm just going to let this thing go. You can't keep dragging it on and on forever. The dinner was a hot mess to the point where even the dog said he had to go. Little doggy.
He couldn't take it.
He was like, I can't do this with these people here. So, and then you know what? Let me add this. Contessa and Scott, y'all got married because y'all was both gonna be finished with your loans at the time.
See,
See, their foundation was off. That's why they got
off.
problems right now.
Thank
So,
you.
so much happened at this dinner, but I'm gonna stop talking for a
Please,
minute.
can I please go, Diva?
Yes, you can.
Please.
Yes, you can.
All right. So I'm going to start back. I'm going to work backwards on this. Dr. Eugene is the antithesis of Ross from the Housewives.
Oh shoot! Your
This
heavenly angels, y'all okay?
Oh,
this
are
is
we talking about Dr. Damon?
Yeah.
no
Whoa.
Doctor. I'm
Who's
talking about
Eugene?
I'm talking about Dr. Damon. I'm sorry, Dr.
Yeah.
Heavenly's husband. I'm sorry, I got Eugene. Dr. Damon. Dr. Damon. This is how you get your wife and ask your wife to not do this, please, baby, and let's go. Let's remove ourselves from this situation because it's not getting any better.
Mm-hmm.
Not yell across the table at another woman.
Right. Come on now.
Amen.
Not make a scene. Not stand up and stand over somebody and make a scene. The only thing this man said, I wish y'all would get y'all ass together, because he knew that they were real friends.
Yes.
He knew they were real friends.
I
And
took it like that.
and she took so many testosterone shots that morning
You did
that
not.
she wanted to check this man
She wanted to be
because
the
she
man.
can't check her own man.
Mm-hmm.
See, she can't check her own man, so she wanted to check everybody else's man. And that here lies the issue. Check your own man when he's dogging the hell out you. But you can't do that. You gotta, we got the same credentials. We got this, that, and the third. I know you ain't talking to me, but how about your husband dogging the hell out of you all last season and you mute?
Oh, true. That's true. That's true. It's facts. It's facts.
So you took enough testosterone shots
was
before
on
you
mute.
got to this dinner. So you grew a pair. So you were ready. And let's be clear, Diva, when Dr. Heavenly came in, she said, I'm giving marital advice to Simone as well as Dr. Contessa.
Okay, I missed that. I ain't gonna lie, I missed that. I missed that
She
part.
said it to both. So
Okay.
Dr. Heavenly is shady. She is who she is.
Mm-hmm.
But that scene, she knows, and it's amazing because Dr. Damon is so calm. He is so calm, and he demands respect. He don't have to get loud. He don't have to get crazy, but he demands respect, and he demands a room. He commands a room, and that's a man that any man can look up to and say, "I can learn from you."
I'm in agreement with you. And Corey, I'm in agreement with you, right? I play around a lot, but this is true. That's what Dr. Heavenly said. You're mad at your husband, not me. Yes, she is. She's mad at her husband. I don't know what their credentials had to do with anything. He's telling you that you off with your assessment of the whole situation and that y'all two should knock it off. Yeah,
And
like
that's the problem.
why is your credentials mean anything in this particular situation? Daddy was tired of Contessa using his wife for a storyline, ruining their friendship. Yeah, she's ruining their friendship. And when you go on vacation with somebody, that's serious. When you a couple and you go on vacation with another couple, it's serious. You gotta like that couple. Who's gonna spend their vacation time and their money to go somewhere with another couple and they don't like them? Scott and Contessa aren't husband and wife; they are business partners. That's what they made it seem like.
Yes.
I do love that. Yes, go ahead. Who else wanted to speak?
I want to speak,
I got
please.
sir.
Yes, go ahead, Sebastian.
Okay. First of all, Dr. Damon is what shows to the white women who watch this show that black men aren't aggressive. He shows that the stereotypes about black men and black women are not true. That's what he did.
Yeah.
And Contessa, she needs to. I don't want to see her next season. She needs to get those demons out of her first, and then she could come back all renewed. Divorced, she needs to get divorced because that man is not bringing her anywhere. And you allowed this, Contessa. You allowed that man to drag you how he wanted to on that show last season. So why are you so mad at Heavenly for saying what everyone saw? Why are you so mad?
No, I agree with you. And they want Eugene to divorce that slug. Toya is like Martell. She will be out there scrambling without Eugene's stability. She most certainly would. You're calling it high vibe. Curves, did you want to add to this this
Well,
dinner
oh
thing?
my God. Oh my God. I'm like, okay. So what had happened was Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon had pretty much got into it right before they walked into the thing, to the point where Dr. Heavenly had called Dr. Pancakes and said, I don't think I should come. Pancakes said, why not? And she said, well, because, my mom's in hospice and I'm really not feeling like I should come tonight. And Pancakes assured her that, well, if you come, I'll run interference. And if anything goes left, I'll stop it and shut it down since I know you're not really in the space for this. That's what Pancakes said. But then she gets there, and what did Pancakes do but agree with Contessa all night long? And
throwing her under the bus.
Contessa, by the way, one of these things ain't like the other. Get along with my wife, drop the stupid argument, and you don't have the different credentials than me. What's that? Well, what? Neither has anything to do with each other. And you're a doctor looking for a job. That's why you're still looking, girl, because you're not getting the answers right. Obviously, that doesn't make sense. That's not logically inclined. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, she, when Scott doesn't seem like Contessa's type and vice versa. Did you guys notice that? And we already talked about how credit was the foundation. And that does not a long-lasting relationship make, nor does it make one like sexually hot for one another. I'm not sure, but on the planet I live on, like credit scores aren't really making people moist. You know what I'm saying? Moist enough,
Come on, Curse.
You know what I'm saying? It just seems that whole conversation seemed like they were going on a dating game, and they were like, okay, we're gonna say this. You know what I mean? Because they know they don't match. They know they don't match. And when Contessa was going through the entire night, acting the entirety of the ass that she pretty much looked, and Contessa's a beautiful woman. And you see, I said her name right to say this part. Contessa's a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? But why has she been dressing up? She's talking about the hair shop, these cheap wigs, and she hasn't taken one off since she said it. I'm like, really freaking going on? How many personalities are in there? Is she a Gemini? What's going on?
No. Hold on. No.
Oh,
do not put that on.
I'm not putting it on the Gemini.
Don't put that on the Gemini.
There's
Take it back.
Take it
back. You know what? It just okay. So here's the thing, right? If you know that you're not in a good space in the moment, I wouldn't let nobody talk me into coming anywhere, right? Especially knowing that Contessa is going to be there and me and her maybe are still not all together. We haven't gotten it together. I would have just stayed home. Contessa was on 100 and it didn't require all the energy that she gave that situation because he is right. You're arguing over nonsense. Because he used a different word, does it really make a difference? If he used BS, nonsense, she's saying it's not BS. It's nonsense, right? And to me, if you're going to accept my apology. But if you're going to keep revisiting it every time I see you, then you didn't really accept my apology, and then I'm done. It's nothing we could do here. But I'm not going to keep re-apologizing for the same situation over and over again when the point is you're really mad about your relationship. And I can't do nothing about that.
And that's my issue with Contessa. Like, that is my biggest problem. Like, you keep saying that Heavenly's your sister, you forgive her, but then you go right back to dogging her out. And Diva, to your point, yeah, Heavenly probably shouldn't have showed up, but if Heavenly wouldn't have showed up, what scene would we would have had? That
Right.
would have probably been the
But
most boring scene in the world. Contessa and Simone, they don't even
Oh my
film
gosh.
together. They don't even film together. When have we ever seen a
Ooh,
Contessa, just
right.
a Contessa and Simone scene? Never. So it
you
would have been
Never.
boring.
right.
First of all, Heavenly came in joking. She came in joking with the chef. She came in joking with Cecil. So I feel like when she was saying, "I'm here to give y'all marriage advice," it was
It was
fun.
a
It was
joke.
kiki
It was
Yeah.
a
hee.
And then
The
plus, when
problem
she had just got
started
in that huge argument with Damon, she was even joking to her and Damon about, "I'm here to
exactly
give you marriage advice," right? Like they just
right.
blew out, right?
So the problems.
Go ahead.
So the problem started when Dr. Damon was talking about, he doesn't talk to everyone in the group about what's going on because he has seen where you'll tell
Mm-hmm.
somebody something and it'll come up later. Here
Mm-hmm.
goes Contessa. You talking about Dr. Heavenly? No. You talking about your wife? No, we talking about everybody because
That's what he
everybody on the cast has done it. Just like when Simone and Toya was getting at it, she told Simone that she was a bad mom, and Toya said to her that no, she said this. Yeah, Simone, she was a bad mom, and Simone said to her that she was a broke ass. You know, Contessa called Toya's husband a
Amen.
definition of a big ass bitch. You know,
Hmm.
we sit up here and talk about all three of these ladies who we sitting at this table agreeing with Dr. Damon, talking about Dr. Heavenly. Y'all do the same exact thing. So I don't understand why everybody couldn't have sat and received the lecture, the awesome lecture
Amen.
that the truth that Dr. Damon was giving to
Amen.
everyone. But
right.
no, Contessa had to go and make it about herself and try to be macho man,
Oh my God.
letting Scott play the bitch in
Credentials.
the
And you know what?
relationship, and she
I have to
played a
give
man.
Dr.
It
Damon
was
his
just
props.
disappointing. It was horrible. And,
I
and the fact that Dr. Damon had to get up and leave that dinner because of Contessa's disrespect. Every
mm-hmm.
time that man opened up his mouth to speak, you had
You
something
had
to
something to
say.
say.
Why couldn't he
Exactly.
get his point across just like you want everybody else to allow you to get your point across? It was completely disrespectful, and I am disappointed in Scott as well for allowing Contessa to act and behave that way. Check your wife, just like you want Damon to check your wife.
And
Check
you
your
know
wife.
what? I have to give Damon respect. I really admired how cool and level headed he was, his tone, the way he spoke, because he usually
Never
don't get
changed.
into that mess. So he must have had to been fed up. And not only was he talking to Contessa, he was talking to his wife too. But
Yes,
and
Yes.
then he was talking to all of the women,
all of them.
Mhm.
all of the women to let them know. And he's one that usually don't get involved. And I was just proud of him and proud of the way that he held his own. And even when he got outside of the car, he talked to Heavenly. He didn't yell or holler at her or anything. He just said, "I just don't want to talk about it anymore," and got in the car and did what he's supposed to do. So I'm not a Heavenly fan, as you know, but
Right.
that par-
Neither am
that
I, but yes,
Well,
right.
thank
but
you for
that
having
Neither
our
particular
back
am I.
tonight.
And I
but
also
that
like the
particular
way he
scene I
told
really
her
loved.
once they got in the car on the ride home, he said, let's just not say anything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He still shut her up because she would have kept on talking if he didn't tell her that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's
Yeah.
the
But
Dr.
I
one.
Heavenly
do want
won't
to
let
give
nothing go.
shout out to Cecil for
That
telling
was
Dr. Damon to take it
beautiful.
even on easy on Dr. Heavenly. We really appreciate that, Cecil.
That
You've
was
been kind of on my bad side for a while, so
Oh,
we
he
that was
did.
appreciate you
nice.
He
looking out
did
for
tell
Dr.
him that.
Heavenly. We
Go
He
ahead
thank
with
you.
did.
that,
Thank you.
Royale. You
I
crazy
forgot
stuff.
about that. He did tell him. He
That
did.
was so sweet.
He
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
did. I think, you know what? Here's the thing. Contessa and Dr. Scott, they need therapy. Because
Right.
she even got emotional when he couldn't remember exactly, I think, how they met or whatever, or when they met or something like that. It
Uh,
was so ridiculous. Like, y'all been together for this long. You got how many kids together? Do you care so much that he said, "Oh, if you met in the park or you met in the bookstore in college, what the heck does it matter, girl? You're married now." Like, she got to get over herself, pull herself together, and understand what's real and what's not real, and what should be a disagreement or argument and what shouldn't be. You gotta let in relationships, and I'm even talking about even with your friends. Not even talking about your significant other, even with just your friends. You got to learn to let some stuff go. It will
Yeah,
kill you. It's not that
literally.
Yeah.
deep. Like, you know what
And
I
you
mean?
know,
Yes.
she reminds me of Monique in a way, except for Monique disrespects her husband, but she doesn't. She needs to, what she needs to say to Scott, she take it out on the other women instead of just standing her ground with him. But
Yeah.
then she runs her mouth too much. She needs to just pipe down or go to therapy and see what's wrong with her. Something. Take a chill pill.
Yeah. Take a chill. Take a chill. Yeah.
And
Because
Diva, I
yeah.
also don't like how Simone just sat there and allowed, knowing everything that Heavenly was going
Yeah,
through, she sat
Yeah.
there and
Yeah.
allowed Contessa to continue to jab at Heavenly,
all night.
and then
Yeah.
not just sat there, but then joined along in the jabbing.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing? Like, I know they are not on the best of terms, but Dr. Heavenly has been there for everybody on this cast when it was needed to be there. And I don't
Amen.
see anybody being there to support
Yeah.
her during this
Right.
time
And
with
she
her
Right.
put
mom.
every
This is her
right.
mother who is
Right.
passing.
Jackie
Right.
was the
I have
only
not
Dr.
seen the
one.
Jackie,
support except
I
for
if,
think
Dr.
Dr.
Jackie
Jackie
and
was
from
the
Quad.
only
yep,
one.
Dr. Jackie, Quad,
and if
and Anila.
anybody's sick of
But
Simone's laugh, oh my God, she drove
ugh,
me nuts with that laugh.
I love all laughter.
I do think that even if you are having an issue with somebody, when there's something going on in their life on that level, especially, then put your little differences aside.
To the side.
Like,
It's
Right.
not.
I do
It's
agree
not
with you, right?
material. Yep.
You know that her mother is in hospice, and like that's it. Like, and this is her
Yep.
mom. And
That's
if
right.
it was up to us, our family members be walking around to like they like 200. So
okay.
so it doesn't matter at what age they are. It still breaks your heart. And
Mm-hmm.
you know that
Mhm.
she's going through this, so you cut her some slack. But no, Contessa, she went for the guts. Like she
Yes.
wouldn't let it go. And you're right. That was Cecil and Simone's dinner party. And
Right.
even no matter how Simone felt, especially if y'all telling me the backstory of how she really was thinking about not coming there in the first
Yeah.
place, and then Simone talked her into coming, then you protect your guests. And
Exactly.
even if you
Yep.
stay neutral, even if you stay neutral and say, you know what, guys, this is not the time. This you bring it back. Say this is
Right.
Yeah.
about my
Yeah.
book. I don't want us to fight. And how you writing a book about relationships and you can't even solve the conflict at your dinner party
At your
at the
dinner
table.
party,
All
y'all
right.
can't come up
Exactly,
with a book
Diva.
Right.
title. Y'all
So
can't
Exactly,
come up with
Diva.
chapters. Y'all
Hey,
can't come up
Diva.
with nothing. What are we writing a book for?
Let
But
me
Why
they
are we
need
even
that
talking
girl.
about this and
They
y'all
need
don't
to
have
go.
nothing? Nothing.
right.
They need
Go
to
ahead.
go ask his friend, that girl, for some chapter advice. Maybe she could come up with some names for the chapter. I better be nice and spicy.
no, they need to ask me
I was
story.
sorry for them curves. I would have shut that thing down at my own dinner party and say, listen, that's not why we're here. And I would have
Yeah,
brought it
yeah,
back. Say, I need a book title. I need some chapters. And
yeah.
as friends, really, as friends, at some point you can say we're gonna agree to disagree, but we're going to stop pecking at each other every time
Yeah.
we see each other. Because
Right.
the message he was given is correct. What he was saying really is like, let's let this go. When are we going to
Right.
let it go?
Yes. Move
Right.
Right.
on.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The other part he
Exactly.
was
So
saying
Diva.
was too heavenly, she said. In her live that she did yesterday, she said that when he was talking about not just the letting it go part, but about the words that women say can cut and all that, she said she knew he was talking to her
Mhm.
because of the fight that they had just had. And she said some things she shouldn't have said to her husband. She said,
Mm.
so she was really super raw right then. And she said she kind of couldn't believe that he was even saying that right then, but he said it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, and listen, the group at the table knew that he was talking to Dr. Heavenly too, right?
Right. It was
But
obvious.
right, it was obvious. But the thing is, Contessa getting so emotional uproar about it is
Yeah.
like it just wasn't the moment. And Scott could have stepped in too and picked up from Damon's energy and said, you know what, Contessa, y'all do need to stop it. Y'all can get along. But
Scott
Mhm.
loves
he
But you
Scott.
didn't
know
pick
what,
up on the
Diva? I
energy.
really think
Uh-huh.
Scott loves the confusion. I think
He
he likes
does.
the chaos
Yeah.
and
Oh,
confusion.
Scott is
No,
Well,
I
no,
really
what
confusion
he
do.
for
does
him.
like is
I
that
really
Scott
do.
don't care. Scott don't
co-counsel.
care. Scott don't
God is
care.
just as messy
He
as the
don't care.
women. He's just
He
as
don't
messy as
care
the women.
about her.
Mhm.
He
Oh, he doesn't
Oh,
care
you
does
about
not
saying
care
Scott
about
don't
her.
care about Contessa?
Scott does not care about Contessa, and that's the reason why he allowed her to act the biggest JA that she could. He don't care. He's over her. Come
Yeah,
on. Come on now.
yeah. I'm
I
writing
mean,
on
because guess what? Dr. Damien took his wife and said, look, no. Okay, well, see that you can't shut up, we gonna leave. You
yeah.
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So that you can't calm down, we gonna leave. Right? But then not once did he even accidentally pretend as if he was about to say anything to Dr. Contessa.
Mm,
Not
mm,
once. Not
mm.
Yeah.
once.
And we
That
Scott
thank
does.
means
God
to
for
tell me
Dr.
that
Daddy
you
for
do
real.
not care.
Thank God for Dr. Damon because that could have went a
You
whole nother way.
a
That could
Yeah,
have
whole
went really
he
left,
was
but
the
then
like
peacemaker.
all
He's
the
the
way.
peacemaker. He was a
Um,
Yes.
peacemaker.
and then you guess what and then again what you also gotta realize is I understand what you're saying, Diva, about Dr. Heavenly not coming. That's still her job. And so 9 times out of 10, even though she might be telling Dr. Simone, I really am not in a place to come, production might be telling Simone to let her know, yep, she need to be there. Why? Regardless of what, it is still yet a reality show. We still need to see how you will react in the reality of everything else that's going on. How are you going to react? So therefore, she was doing her job. Now, with her arguing with Contessa, because that's her defending her husband too. Mind you, she was raw about what happened in the car. She realized that she messed up. She also going through everything with her mom. And after you coming back, after you told me that you forgave me, and then you want job, but then you want disrespect my daddy. Oh no. You you do not disrespect Daddy Dr. Damien. No, sir. I don't care
Period.
what going on with me.
huh.
Period.
Hey, Diva.
Address
Period.
me.
Yes.
Diva,
But
Yes,
quick
you
question.
God. Yes.
Will you be reading Simone's book?
No. No, Diva
So
will not. She
shady.
learned her lessons from Jocelyn's book.
You,
She
you
won't be
know
doing
what?
that.
Here's the thing. And you know I love my books, but here's the thing what a lot of
That
people
book
do.
ain't coming out for 10, 20 years.
Oh God, don't do it like they tore, by the way, they tore Sheree up on Twitter because she said about, get your credit card ready. Oh, they dragged her for Phil. And you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
read some of the comments. I mean, they dragged her for Phil. They was like, listen, my credit card done expired.
If
Waiting
you
for
have
Sheba
Twitter, y'all
Sheree.
need to go back and search those tweets, man. That would be the laugh for your night.
It would be the last they dragged. It was funny. I was cracking up at them. I mean, it was hilarious. The people went in on her. Okay,
Yes.
and yeah, they said people done got married, divorced, had babies, and Sheba Sheree still didn't come out.
Right.
They went for her. But so the thing is with them in this book, right? I think somebody said it last night in reference to another thing we was talking about. But you're giving Naughty Love has said it. You're giving this platform in such a huge opportunity. And that's why I gotta say, like Candy or don't like Candy, she used the platform correctly, right? She
Exactly.
has used the opportunity to the max, and she can definitely say, you know what, been there, done that, and I used it correctly. So with Cecil and Simone, they have a great opportunity to do something, but either they got to keep it real or they could not write the book. And what they got to keep real is that this friendship that he had, what was it, 20 years with that chick?
Hmm.
Because
Tammy.
yeah, Tammy, when you have someone else in your relationship and you got this emotional connection to them, that's bad. And so I think that they got to have a chapter on where you got to draw the line with these outside people that you have as friends. And I seen that work one time. in some of these things, they start, so I guess I'm gonna call it innocent, maybe innocent on one person part, but the other person, they know what they're doing, right? So
Right.
the first answer, you know, this man is married. Why are you up in his face like that? That's number one, right? So the other thing was, you know that he drinks a certain coffee. So now you stopping at the Dunkin' Donuts and you buy him one, and then you buying yourself one too, right? And you giving him his favorite coffee every morning. Then the next thing, it goes from coffee to let's go have lunch together. Then you go have lunch together, and then now you're texting and you're calling, and then you calling this person your work husband. Teen, too much. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
the reason I ask you is because look at the people that she's asking to help
Her
with
do the
both
book.
of them. Help do the book. You
Contessa.
got Scott and Contessa.
Mhm.
I mean, what are you going to ask? A chapter on how to dog your wife in front of 1 million people every Sunday? I mean, yeah, let's pick
How
that
to
up.
the fact
She got
and how to
Omarosa. They're asking Omarosa. Omarosa had paparazzi and a red carpet at Michael Clark Duncan's funeral. So what you going to do? A chapter on how to squeeze every penny out of your dead husband?
Oh my
And
God.
you know, I mean, so
Right.
she can keep that book. I mean, as far as that book is going to tell me how to have an unsuccessful relationship.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
how to tolerate.
Yeah. No,
Because
you
that's what
Yeah,
her
how
and
to
Cecil
tolerate.
do. They
got the,
tolerate each other.
yeah, she has the wrong people that she's trying to seek advice from. I could give her a whole book, the chapters and everything, but you are correct. And you know, like I said, you know, I play around. I could take Dr. Emily, I could leave her, but even getting advice from those two, you know, it's like you got the wrong panel, a platform to try to get some material from, and if they can use their own relationship, because they've been together 26 years.
Right.
And like she said, they almost, if it wasn't for the friends, they probably wouldn't be together right now. So I think if they sat down and then go
especially
within their
Dr.
own
Heavenly.
relationship, huh?
Especially Dr.
Especially
Heavenly is what
Dr.
she
Heavenly.
said.
Yeah.
Dr. Heavenly thought her back together talk Dr.
Oh yes, she did.
What's your
Jackie
name?
and
Oh
her.
Lord.
Jackie.
Right. Do you understand? Jackie back together, you know, and after she was there for court, even though things were a little, you know, kind of more difficult with court, she still
Yeah.
yet was there for her friends regardless. And she spoke words of wisdom.
She
And she
did.
always tried to say, do never ever talk bad about your husband
Right.
in front of people. And if you cannot live with them, then leave. But
Right.
then
Right.
if you're going to stay, shut the hell up
Shut up
and move
and
Yeah,
on.
stay.
Shut
Yes.
up and
I
love them
agree.
and move the hell
You
on.
understand me? So yeah, I mean, with her getting advice, and then not only that, Dr. Heavenly is still a good role model because at the end of the day, say what you may about her mouth, yeah, right. But when you look at the way in which she treats her husband, they both work. They both work long hours. You understand me? But still, yeah, doc, Doctor Daddy comes home to food.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doctor
Yeah.
Daddy comes home to a wife that is ready to what give him fellatios whenever he wants it.
Look, Dr.
and
Daddy
she
don't look
works
like he
too.
missed Nair meal. He ain't
And
missed
she
no
has
No,
a
Nair meal.
job too. And she works also.
Okay,
you know what? You
yes,
know, no,
and not only that,
on jokes aside,
she
Dr.
too,
Heavenly is
like
good to her
Candy,
husband.
is
She
taking.
is.
She is.
She is
Dr.
very
Heavenly is
much.
good to her husband.
She
And
is.
Dr.
I'm daring
and
to
she
say
got the
she's the
number
only
one
Yeah,
real
rule,
wife
right?
on this show.
you know,
I'm
Yeah.
and
daring to
Dr.
say
Heavenly
that.
is there, and Dr. Heavenly.
He kind of
Look,
broke up.
Royer, you can't even see me. I can't
And
do
Dr. Heavenly is the candy of the candy in
I'm
this
married to
whole
medicine.
dynamic, married to medicine. Because why? Because yes, she is the candy. Why? Because she takes every
all
opportunity to
businesses.
plug all of her business.
Yeah. And
And you
maybe
You're
know
she
break,
She takes
you're
they
every
breaking,
they
you're breaking up a lot, but I do
to
get
plug
what you're saying,
everything that she
and I
does.
can agree with
She
that.
takes the opportunity to mention it. Dr. Jackie does it.
now
maybe
they may talk about Heavenly, but she's old school. She believe in taking care of her man.
Yeah,
She
Mhm.
so
I'm with her.
Dr.
I'm with her
Heavenly.
on that. She don't disrespect her husband.
Right.
She
She
works
doesn't
and she
disrespect
cooks
herself either, y'all.
and she
Well,
satisfied
except
her husband. So I'm with her on that. Now I'm with you when you're right.
And she don't allow other people to disrespect her husband.
right.
Exactly
Yeah.
Oh
right.
That
no.
that
That's
part.
the number one thing. Because if
Yeah.
you disrespect your husband, what do you expect other people to do?
Well,
Right.
there, man,
Okay.
that's true. That's
Do you
true.
guys think
Yeah.
perhaps Contessa, I might have said this before, but maybe she's dressing up because Scott loves popcorn so much? It's all very performative, if you ask me. Like she's putting on costumes. She's like, costume change. I'm going to be a super bee tonight. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because she apologized to Heavenly when she had the multicolored wig on, but then she put red on and Scott was there and she was like, cameras, action. And she was going at it all night, you guys. And Scott was literally, he had popcorn except for his lobster and steak, but he was enjoying it and nobody else could eat. Did you notice that? It's
No,
Wait a
you
minute,
know,
wait a minute.
I
I missed
think,
that
can
about
I
the
think, wait,
popcorn.
hold on 1 second. I feel like Scott is like on eggshells, right? If
Hmm.
go back and look again and you see his
Yes.
face, I almost felt like it was his eyes was kind of red, like I don't know, like he had tears in his eyes. I feel like Scott feels like he can't do
abused.
anything right at this moment
Yes.
because last season he got dogged out so much, and you know this life coach that was there but wasn't there. He was seeing her, he wasn't seeing her, so forth and so on. And even now at the table, she Contessa disrespected him at the table. What was
Right.
the big? She was like, because when they asked, she was like, no, you tell me. Contessa, it's not that deep. Like
It's
Right.
so,
not.
yeah,
And Diva, even in
uh-huh.
there, if you really pay attention in their confessionals this season, Scott rarely says anything. He sits
Nothing.
there still as a rock, like solid. He doesn't say any. I feel like he's so scared to make a move, to make a suggestion, to do anything because I really think it put him in shock when she picked up and left him with the kids. Like,
Yeah.
it changed his reality, and I feel like he's just like, I don't want to do anything else that's going to put me in a position to where I have to do everything while she just
Right,
goes off and does whatever she wants to do.
right.
He's like Eugene. They just are in so mind boggled with their relationships, which would
Yeah,
make sense why her and Toya are getting so close now because both of them are just
They're
causing
just
they both
destruction
the
alike.
in their
same.
They're the
relationship.
same.
Two peas in a pod. Two peas in a pod.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Flock together.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
I think and they still need more counseling. Um, and you know what? You don't pick up. That's not how you solve your problems. You don't pick up as a mom and leave your kids with your husband. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. No, we gonna sit here. We gonna figure it out,
Figure
or
this
we
out
gonna just part our
or just
ways.
move on.
But I'm not
Hmm.
about to move so we can. How you gonna figure out things
Yep.
apart? I don't get that. How you going to be in one state and I'm in another? And we gonna figure things out. That just doesn't make sense to me. So, Don, to your point, you are right. How is she asking these dysfunctional people what she should write in her relationship book? The book is going to be a hot
A
mess.
mess, a
Okay,
flop.
so let's close this out with this last scene, the old shot party. You know what? I'm gonna give it up to Dr. Jackie for this. Dr. Jackie has been getting paid on this show and has been sliding under the radar. At the end of the day, she's no different than Cynthia. She doesn't really have to bring no mess. She don't really have to get
Nothing.
in the midst of nothing. Why wasn't her and her husband at this couples dinner? Okay, and where was Toya and Dr. Eugene at this couples dinner? We
Huh?
needed them there. They should have been there, and they were not. But anywho,
Which is
that's
why
how.
I feel like that scene was a setup,
Yeah.
Diva. I really feel like it was a setup. I feel like
Mm,
everybody knew that Heavenly was on edge. And it was great for TV. It was. It was a great
mm,
moment for TV. But I really feel like it was a setup. I agree. Somebody said it. Um, it's a job at the end of the day. And I feel like
right.
production told Simone, you've got to get Heavenly to come. Because without her, it wouldn't have been a scene. It would have been just completely boring.
You
And
know,
I
then I
got
you
wanted
got
to
a
you.
just
point,
slide in one
Yeah,
Royale.
more thing.
yeah.
I wanted to slide in one more thing.
Yep.
I just, it broke my heart so much when Dr. Heavenly, this is probably the other reason why she had to go to the other scene, because she called out of the O-shot scene. And I love how Dr. Jackie has just really been there for Dr. Heavenly, so supportive.
Yes.
I thought it was hilarious when she was getting ready to hang up the phone. She was like, "Bye, bitch!" Like it was
in her own heavenly fashion.
And that's what I'm saying. Heavenly just deals with her emotions in a different way. Not to justify it. It doesn't justify what she does. And that's why I love her. In her lives, she says, it doesn't justify what I did. I was wrong. This is just how I deal with it, and I just love that Dr. Jackie accepts her for who she is and continues on. And I just wish everybody on the cast, y'all know this is who Heavenly is. Either accept her for who she is or stop hanging. Just quit it. Just stop. Period.
Oh my gosh.
Wait 1 second, Roy.
I'm clutching my pearls too, Diva.
Okay, thank you. Because listen, we gotta accept you being a beast, a monster.
No.
We have to accept Contessa doing it. We got to accept Toya doing it when she decides to act a fool. So
we all get a piece of pie.
We accept Kenya when she does her foolishness on Atlanta.
No, Kenya does not do any foolishness. Kenya does not do any foolishness.
Oh, she did a lot of foolishness.
She did a whole lot.
She cut the food last night.
Okay, but you know what, Roy? I'm accepting it right now because she's going through a lot.
Exactly.
I do get her personality, but when you are in a group setting, okay, now your husband got to deal with it, right? Because that's who you're married to. But when you are doing a group setting and you're doing group activities and you're hanging with the girls or you're hanging with the couples, then you're going to have to adjust your personality. You cannot keep blaming, oh, it's just me. You can't have diarrhea of the mouth and be like, oh, that's just who I am. No, you can't do that, because now you're, like your husband said, words hurt.
Yes.
So you're grown now. And you understand things now and you know better, so you have to do better. So you have to think before you speak, watch your words, you're not stupid, and stop saying, oh, that's just me. So I get it that that's her, but you can't expect to dish it out and then don't get anything back. That it don't work like that.
Well, you got to hold everybody on the cast to that same standard, though.
Exactly.
But you know what? We have seen Dr. Heavenly, of all of them, we have seen when she's trying to realign her chakras and stop saying things like your mama, how she can weed her own garden. So she's been trying to weed her own garden lately. And so she wants to be, different. This hurt her. She's allowing us to see her hurt, which obviously this wouldn't have even been able to happen before. But she put herself in a position that is showing us that she's a human just like everybody else, and we need to just give her a little grace. But just know that she's shown us she can evolve. If she can stop saying your mama, then she can.
She has evolved.
You know what I'm saying?
She has evolved.
Mm-hmm.
I will give that to her. She has evolved. Let's talk about with this O-shot party, this scene. Dr. Heavenly couldn't make it, and like you said, I do like that call between her and Jackie. Audra was there, but Audra got kind of mute. If she wants to stay on this show, we're going to need her to speak up, show up, and participate in the scene. Because if I didn't catch her out the corner of my eye, I wouldn't have known she was there. Okay.
Yeah.
Anila and her mom came, and again they stole the show. Right. That mom said she will not be getting the shot. Period. Okay. The mom got lock and key on Anila's, area down there. She said nope, she's not getting it, and Anila couldn't get it. Now Anila told Dr. Jackie she's gonna slide through later, but not under her mom's watch. Anila ain't gonna be able to do nothing now that mom's in that house. Carrie was there too. She's kind of just she's almost like decoration. Even when they went to Vegas, do we need her? Should she be getting a check? Like, she's not doing anything anymore. She's just there. She barely says stuff every now and then. Contessa was there. Simone was there. And then they brought her girlfriend. Why? I mean, Leilani is a cute name, but why did we bring her? We're not trying to introduce no more new people. We want to get used to the people we have. Sorry, Leilani. You got to go. Okay. Bye, but go ahead. What did you want to say, Gloria? Did you want to say?
Are you finished running? I was just saying peace to Leilani because we don't need no
Oh
new
yeah, peace
people.
to Leilani.
But,
Peace. Like, we don't need you
but
here, okay? And matter
that
of fact,
scene
you know
was
what? If you want to get your shot, go in there and get your shot, but we don't need you. Yes.
yeah.
And Corey, send Carrie home. Like
No, I don't
she's
think they
not.
need to send
You know
Carrie
what
home.
though? She dresses nice. She dresses
She
nice.
does.
I
I
Yes,
will
she
think
give
that
that
does.
to
Bravo
her.
doesn't want to give her a full check. I think that's honestly why they don't really throw her in. And
Okay.
even on Heavenly's Live, I believe Carrie was kind of saying that she doesn't want to be full-time part of the show like that. It's just too. She's already
She,
been through that.
she probably
She had
had
that
enough when
experience.
Yeah,
she was on there
She
the
good.
first time.
So
yeah,
then you know
Um,
what? Then I ain't mad at her. Get your friend check then. Okay.
yeah.
mhm.
I hear you. Because that way you can slide under the radar. You don't have to they don't have
Exactly.
to know
Right.
your business. You just show
Hmm.
up cute. You know what? I want to be a friend too. There
And
you
I
go.
think Carrie is kind of a bone carrier on the behind the scenes a little bit.
She
Yep.
is.
According
Oh
to kind of
yeah. Oh
Dr.
my
Heavenly,
gosh.
she be kind of carrying the bones to everybody,
She
kind of
do.
keeping stuff going.
She
So I
know how to
like
drop
that.
little nuggets when she has
Yeah.
to. She knows how to
Yeah.
drop little nuggets when she has to. So
Hmm.
I like
That's what
it.
got her
And
cussed
again,
out in Vegas. That's what
say
got
it
her
again.
cussed. That's what got Carrie cussed out in Vegas by Contessa was her dropping nuggets.
It did. It
Yeah,
did. But
yeah.
listen, can y'all give Contessa a break here? Because she did pray for Dr. Heavenly.
No,
Well,
No.
Dr.
no,
Heavenly
no,
said she should have
no,
kept that prayer.
no.
She
She should
said,
have kept that prayer. Because where was that prayer the other night when you was going in on her the way? Now this is
Dog
not
her
new
out.
news. What's going on with Dr. Heavenly's mom? Now when her and Contessa were on good terms, Contessa was under the full notation of what was going on with her mother. So for the fact, no, I'm just not falling
Oh,
for it
so she don't
because
get. Everybody
you just
saying
keep going
no.
back and forth. You going back and
I
forth.
was
You
trying
good
to
with
give
Heavenly? You're
Contessa a
not good
break.
with
I
Heavenly.
thought
You
the prayer worked.
apologize. Mm-mm. Heavenly told her she can keep that apology, and we rolling with Heavenly. Keep that
Yep.
apology
Keep that
Oh
apology.
wow. Yeah, they love it. They
or
Contessa gets
prayer,
she gets
whatever it
no pass,
was.
she gets no break. So listen,
No.
guys, it was a good episode. It's starting to storm a little bit where I'm at. We're gonna wrap this up because I don't want no zuzu right over here
right,
with my
right.
storm.
Close the
But
windows.
before we
Stay
go,
low.
I got to go around the room.
Mm.
Give me your final word. Tabitha, Jesus would not approve that prayer.
Oh, see?
Ignore.
You ain't right. You ain't right. Don't do that.
It went to
God.
spam. It went to spam.
That is so dead wrong.
You
Okay.
dialed the wrong
Again, we
number.
love Dr. Damon. Anila is a people. She brought her mom because she didn't want to get that shot on national TV. But listen, do what you got to do. That shot seemed like it hurt. Every person that went in that room and had their legs up, I was like, ouch. Like I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know if I want to go through all of that. It seemed like it hurt. First you got
Is
to
it
ice it.
weird? Is it
Then you got to,
weird?
yeah, I was like, But anyway, and you see, Quad was like, I don't know about that. Quad didn't get it either.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, let's go around really quickly. I really thought it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I love Anila and Dr. Karen. Sebastian, what are your final words?
Okay, my final words are Contessa, you need to figure out your marriage. I do not want to see this man next season. Or just don't come back if you know you're gonna still be with this man. Anila, you need to take your mother actually. She was making sure your man was good. She was making sure your man was good. That's why she did not want you to get that shot because she knows he's good enough to satisfy you.
So she was checking. She was definitely checking. And she saw what she needed to see. And she said, you can't get that.
You can't get
Mm.
he could satisfy you by himself. Um Simone, stop being messy. You know you're not writing no book. You just want to produce a moment. You know you're not writing any books here. And
We want to see the first draft because I'm sick of her talking about it. We need to see some paperwork
yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Dr. Jackie, keep doing what you were doing. You were very respectful and nice to Dr. Heavenly while she's going through this moment where her mother
Mm-hmm.
is declining. And Dr. Damon, I commend you for what you're doing. You need to contact Ross from Atlanta to tell him how to be able to speak to how to stay out of women's business and ask and And as Nene Leak says, he needs to stop being a he needs to stop being a bee.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sebastian.
No problem.
Kern, what's your closeout words?
Okay, I think Dr. Pancakes should just lay off the batter already. Okay, just go back to flipping babies and stop flipping in her relationships with these ladies. And if you're gonna run interference. Hut. Okay, and then Dr. Jackie, she's seen literally. This is the realest.
No, she's
This is the
not.
realest reality show ever. She's seen all her co-stars hoo-has, you guys,
Oh,
all
you
of
know
their
what? Yeah.
wounds. She has
Yeah.
seen all of their wounds. Okay. Dr. Heavenly, yeah, she was going through it. I'm looking forward to what else she's going to bring us the rest of this Married to Dr. Heavenly season. And Dr. Damon even just added to it. I mean, they could really have a spinoff, y'all, at this point. I mean, if you
Now
guys
you going too far,
Yes, they
Kern. Now,
you
can.
Kern, I
guys
love
are
you,
Yes,
so
they
Kern.
can.
tired.
Now
Yes, they
you taking
can.
it
No,
way
I'm
too
They can have
serious.
a
far.
I
If
don't
you
know
spin-off.
guys
about
are
that.
so tired of her on this show, give her own show with her doctor husband. They could be the new Huxtables IRL, y'all. Okay.
Period.
Dr. Contessa, you know what? Be yourself. Just be yourself. Put all the wigs down. Go to your husband and tell him what you need to husband about the attraction level going on there. And be open to what he's going to say back to you. And then you guys move that way and stop putting us as viewers through all of this confusion. Like all the storyline, pick a story, pick a wig. I'm done, Contessa Chanel. What's her last name? I don't even freaking know her last name, you guys.
She's a
Contessa.
Scott. She's a Scott,
Oh,
right?
Scott, that's
Contessa.
right. I was
thought
sitting
I
here like,
called
what?
Dr. Scott. I thought I called Scott because that was his first name too, like Dr. Damon. But that's not his first name.
I think that
I.
last name is Metcalf or
Yeah,
something
Oh,
like that.
see,
Metcalf.
man.
Oh,
Metcalf.
Okay,
okay.
that's
Right.
what it
Okay,
is. See,
yes.
we don't even know
See
y'all.
how unimportant I am?
Listen, don't give me the line over here. You see, I'm calling Dr. Scott.
I
Yeah,
don't
thank
even
you
know who else
guys.
is in the
Thank you
show. I don't even
guys.
know who else is in the show. Who else? Oh, Toya. Did you guys notice that her and Anila, the housewives, are constantly drinking?
We cannot hear you, girl. What did you
They
say?
like to drink. They toss them back. She got back from Vegas, and even Kieran was like, "Baby, it's 9
Oh,
a.m."
oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
she
yeah.
was
Listen,
like,
let her know.
"Oh." And then Toya, she likes to drink too. And I'm like, they might want to chill on that. That's for the housewives. But the doctors, that was what I thought. And I think it was a good episode. I give it an 8.
It was a good episode. Yes, it's the numbers are high for me too. Thank you, Curves. Angel Eyes, what are your final words? And wait,
Well,
before
my
I go,
final
Angel Eyes,
word.
hold on 1 second. Corey, come on, stop it. Married to Heavenly in the game. I cannot. I cannot.
Yes,
I cannot.
yes.
Yes,
Stop.
Corey, we'll take it.
We'll
Stop.
take it.
Yes. Okay, go ahead, Angel Eyes. I'm sorry. What's your final words?
Okay, my final words. Considering the fact that Dr. Heavenly is not only going through with her mom, she's also going through menopause, which have her emotional up and down on top of going through with her mom. Then with Dr. Contessa, please sit down, go away, and leave Dr. Heavenly alone. I am here for Daddy Damien every day, any day. He could he could talk to every one of them on that platform, and I have no problems with him because he speaks sense. Dr. Jackie, continue doing your work, girl. Do what you got to do. Show off them businesses. Simone, um, she's going to be another she by nothing because that book will come to nothing. So, yeah. Um, quad, quad is quad. But only thing I really want to say is I am so hurt and I'm so disappointed in Toya because that poor
Yeah.
man, oh my God, that poor man. But then at the same time, he constantly puts up with it. But Toya is a narcissist, and
Yeah.
you can't tell me anything different.
Yeah. She's
And
a mess. Thank you. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's me. That's all I got to say
Okay.
about that.
Thank you. Juanita, what's your final words?
Okay, first I want to this will be a sincere prayer for Heavenly and her
Mm-hmm.
mom because I understand, and I want to commend Dr. Damon for how he handled that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Toya, 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 Toya. I used to like Toya, but
I did too.
it just don't
I
seem like
never
there's any
did.
hope. Toya, go get you some help if there's something bothering you, and enjoy your husband and take care of him because he's
Yeah.
working hard and he's stressed out, trying to understand what he's going through. Simone and Cecil, they need to call Toria and myself to get information on marriage.
Yes. Yes,
Because
if they really want a successful book. And wait, I just gotta throw this in there really quickly. We're blaming it on the menopause, y'all. Stop. Stop.
yes, yes,
Stop.
Yes, menopause is real. Menopause
and
is
Stop.
very much real.
Stop.
You
We're
have to
not blaming it on the
you have
menopause.
to read this. It's very
Maria, what's your final words?
All right, let's get this rundown in real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Toya, we're just done. We're
Yeah,
done.
we're done.
We're completely done.
yeah,
Eugene, I need you to get yourself in order, get your things together, prepare to prep for yourself because we don't know what's coming down the line. And it looks like Toya is prepping herself. So, Eugene, I need you to get it together, get yourself right, set yourself up because she didn't set herself up. Trust and believe. I don't believe that Toya and Eugene are in all this debt because Toya just out here spending money. I don't think Toya is that stupid. I think Toya is setting herself up to get ready to get out on her own to find somebody else who can provide the lifestyle that she really wants because Eugene is not enough for her. And she has clearly shown that to us in the 9 seasons.
Mm,
And I am all for family. Y'all know I love
right.
black love, but the
mhm,
disrespect and the dishonor and the
right, right.
unloyalty that she continues to serve Eugene, it's uncalled for. We're done.
Yeah. Enough is enough.
Anila, yeah, enough is enough. Anila and Kiran, thank you guys. Y'all have been giving us some fun this season, some laughs. Even though I do not like Anila's mom because she just does too much for
She's
me.
too busy.
We appreciate, she is way too busy, just doing too
Yeah.
much. We appreciate the laughs, the giggles, the hee-hees, the ha-has. I love it when her and Karen get into a room. Her mom and
Mm-hmm.
they just crack me up. Um, Dr. Heavenly, I just love you so much, and I am praying. I know we're running up on a year here soon with her mom passing away, so y'all keep our girl lifted up because this reunion is coming, and I'm sure that it will bring up those emotions.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
Thank you, Dr. Damon, for just providing a safe space for Dr. Heavenly to be herself. And thank you for trying to help these other two ladies who did not receive the help because they were so busy focusing on Heavenly and what she doing and all of that stuff. Dr. Jackie, continue to promote, promote, promote. Get this coin, honey. We love it. Quad, I need Quad to bring me something more this season. She's not, so we haven't really seen much of Quad. It's like she's here, she's here. So I need her to
It's
pick it
kind
up.
of hard when you got a castmate that's not coupled and everybody is a
That's
couple.
true. That's true.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'm appreciating the sprinkles of her, the nephew, and the mom. And
Yeah.
I will say this. I joke about Dr. Heavenly a lot, but her and Dr. Damon, a good example of a marriage, right?
Yes.
They
Right,
really
right.
are. They
Yes.
really
Exactly.
are.
Can
She's
I
a
say
good.
one more thing, Diva? Can
Yeah,
I
of
say one more
course,
thing?
of course.
Anila, I love her husband. He keeps her in check, and
Mm-hmm.
he tried to keep that mom in check, but she's not having it. And Dr. Jackie, man, she's promoting all of her business.
Mm-hmm.
She's using her platform.
Yes, she
She's
is.
really using her
Right.
platform. And Quad raising her nephew, I think that's a great thing that she's doing and having her mom there. So now that's all I got. I'm like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Audra, we need to pull some more out of Audra as well. Like you said, Diva, you was real quiet in that scene, honey. Now you was real bold in Vegas. We need that boldness to
well.
Did
She
pump
did
it
she
up
come
did it
back.
come
now.
back
Yeah.
up? Did
You
she
have
did
it
she
on
let
back up.
Toya back her all the way down?
I
Come
think
on
she
Did
now.
did
he?
just a
Oh, she
smidge
I
bit,
did.
don't
just a little
know.
bit. And then lastly, Diva, thank you so much for the platform. Y'all remember to like, follow, and subscribe. We love you so much for hosting us and giving us a safe space to come in and talk our junk and get to know one another. Shout out to my girl Curves. You know I love you.
Yes,
Shout out
I
to all
love
the
you,
Dr.
Red
Heavenly angels. We love y'all. Yes, to the angels.
Yes, yes.
Thank the angels for being in
Little
the building,
Angels.
okay?
Hey, Roy, yeah, I might have to say, I like Heavenly just a smidgen when she's right.
Wait, okay, I think that I can't even do it, so that means I'm really not an angel. Wait,
I mean, I'm not an angel, but I like her just a smidgen
We love you.
when she's doing
oh,
right.
Yes,
okay.
there we go.
Oh, got it, Kurt.
Okay, the angels. Listen, guys, we're leaving. Thank you for showing your face real quick, Curves. Listen, guys, Curves has a channel. Please go over there, check her out, like, subscribe. Yes. Support.
Okay, Kurt.
Support that heavenly. Oh, look at she got on her white.
Yes.
You know what, y'all, with the angels, okay?
Yes.
Oh, and look at Roy, yeah, with the white and the gold.
She got on her white.
We
But
heavenly
listen, guys,
ready.
go check other content creators out. Yes, Curtis has a great channel. I think that's it, right? Nobody else on here has a channel. We love you. I thank you for coming by and supporting me for
Thank
my
you for having us,
Married to
Diva.
Medicine recap.
We
I'll
love
be back
you.
Thursday with
Thank you,
Real
Diva.
Housewives of Beverly Hills. I
Yeah.
think Friday we're gonna do trending topics. We'll see. I got another hot topic we might do. So we shall see. It depends on how my week goes.
Well, Friday I have of course, Friday's football games for me, so I'll catch the
That's
replay.
right. It's the football. And listen, I'm glad. Like I think you said you have all your grandsons.
No, I have two. I have a total of 6, but we have 2 that we have custody of.
Well, God bless.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Thank you.
It's always great when the child can stay in the family. So God bless you. God bless you. We're sending prayers your way. So thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Good night.